Okay, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to this orientation section for Batch 4 students at KZ Solution Academy. So we really appreciate you all. We have guests in our midst. We have past students that are here to give feedback on their course, and we have new students for this present course. So we want to appreciate every one of you. And one of the reasons why we actually schedule C-section was because we are aware that some of the students, they have something bothering them. They have some questions that they need to ask. They need to ask someone one-to-one. They want to be able to ask them some particular question, and we should be able to answer them. And we also want to know their expectation for this course. So that's the reason why we are here today. So we are going to start from the introduction of the instructor. Then we bring in our guest speaker. They will be able to tell us some of their experience, and they'll be able to enlighten us on some things that we need to know as a data analyst. Okay, my name is, you can see my name here, Alakadola Potemitope. I'm Microsoft certified. My MSc is on big data in the UK, University of Stirling. Currently, I'm working with QMB as a senior database administrator. Okay, so I will be one of your instructors in this training. Also, I will introduce my team that we work together. You'll be seeing them frequently during the training. Once everyone have the course they handle, so during their time, the section, you are going to be seeing them. From the left, I have Mr. John, he's a senior SQL database administrator. It's in the US. Also, I have Godwin, who was Zoko. You'll be seeing him frequently. He's a database consultant in the US as well. Also, I have Mr. Lawrence Aniye, the data analyst. He's in Nigeria. I have Mr. Uche, he's an IT infrastructure. You are going to be interacting with him during your software installation. If you have any challenge on your installation on your software, your system, you are going to be interacting with him directly. Also, we have Madam Oluwafumlayo Mary Alaka, the business analyst. I believe some of you have been interacting with her through payments, through inquiry. She's the admin. Okay, then we have Mr. Edet. He's also a senior database administrator. So you'll be seeing them, during the section, you learn more about them, and you'll be able to ask more questions about them. Okay. So by this time, I'm going to be bringing in one of my senior colleagues, senior versatile in technology. I cannot just say that he's a database administrator, because he has a lot of skills and he has impacted into a lot of us. So we are so happy to have him here again. Mr. TJ, please, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much. It is great to be here. I hope you can see me, everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to spotlight you now.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Great. You can see you now.
Thank you, sir.
I see you, my Oga.
I
see you. I see you.
No problem. It's great to be here. Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Alaka, am I to talk now, or
yes, sir? Yes, sir. You can talk now, sir.
Okay.
American accent.
Okay, it's great to be here, and I'm so opportune and delighted to be here. I salute all my Ogas. We have Ogas in the building. I've not seen Mr. Godwin. Is it now here, or is Mr. Laka?
Yeah, he should join. He will be joining soon.
Okay. So, Mr. Lawrence, everyone in the team, actually appreciate the wonderful work you've been doing. I know the last time I was here, we had a lot of people, but this time around, this number is like, okay, maybe people are busy or something. So please, for those of you that are students that are here, I don't want you to be the only beneficiary or benefactor of this particular program. Please, I would like you to tell your friends, your colleagues, because the impacts of human being, according to my own definition, is how many people you can help, how many lives you can touch positively, you know? So those are the most important things that I want us to really, really focus on. Okay, this topic I'm going to be talking about is opportunities in information technology. Yeah, there are a lot of opportunities when it comes to information technology, because I want you to know that everything we do these days revolves information technology. Some people, they cannot do without going to Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you know. So that is how important is information technology. So now, when it comes to opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities in information technology. And one of the things that you need to consider in going into any form of career in information technology, one of those things that you need to actually focus on, number one, you need what is called drive. I call it a drive, or sometimes I can call it motivations. Why do you want to even go into information technology, which we call IT? Why do you want to go there? Is it that somebody tells you about it and that's why you want to go? Or is something that you've been wanting to do, but you never had the opportunity, or nobody has ever showed you the way, or you don't even know how to start? I would love to use my own example, how I get into information technology, which is IT. I would like to use my own example. Before I left Nigeria, I was a chartered accountant. I used to work as a lecturer. I used to be, in fact, I used to be a businessman, you know, in Nigeria for businesses and so on. But when I get to US, you know, when I was coming, before I got to US, I was thinking, okay, when I get to US, what am I going to do? What opportunity awaits me in US? In my mind, I thought I was going to be a teacher because I've been teaching JAM classes, GC centers, you know. Then when I came here, I noticed that, number one, all the master degree I have, the BSc that I have, when I came here and I want to go into teaching, indirectly, they were asking me to go and do one program or the other, which is going to cost me a lot of money. And at the same time, I look at how much are they going to pay me at the end of the day? So in the line of like, I can't start all over. I can't do something. Then I will start thinking about, oh, is there any other thing I need to do to better myself instead of doing all these menial jobs, like working in the factory, getting paid $10 and so on like that? So from there, I started making inquiry, started talking to different people. And before you know it, I was able to meet a friend who was already in IT. And what that person does is, what is it called? Quality assurance. Yes, the person was doing quality assurance. And I started, okay, I'm going to do that. I started it. By the end of the day, I noticed that the person that was my mentor did not really have time for me, to help me, to prep me, to show me. He just gave me some bunch of material and asked me to go and study on my own. I was like, and I paid for this particular program. So unfortunately, I didn't succeed. Then another person told me another thing and said, oh, can you try cybersecurity? Okay, cybersecurity. Okay, fine. Okay, how? I went to a guy who's actually been doing, what is it called? Cybersecurity. At the end of the day, I studied it. I put my time. I was not able to do, and even though I even did the certification, I was unable to make something out of it. So from there, I keep looking. So what is my drive? My drive was, I need something that pay more. I need something that I can get more money in order to help my family, because I am the first son and the first child of my parents. So I have, how they born in Africa. I have a lot of siblings, so I need to take care of them. So that is how I got into IT. Like I just started looking. So until I was finally see someone who was able to actually support me, guide me, and give me all the necessary mentorship. So in order for you to survive in IT, there are a lot of opportunities in IT. One of them is cybersecurity. One of them is DevOps engineer, quality assurance, Scrum Master, the one that we are doing right here, which is data analyst. There are a lot of them. There's a business intelligence, robotic, full stack application developers. There are a lot of opportunities, and any opportunities that you focus on when it comes to information technology, I must tell you the truth, once you have the right people to mentor you, to guide you, to support you, you can get to anywhere you want to be. You can, in fact, your success has no limitations. And of course, you have to support it with prayer. So you need to be dedicated. You need role model. And personally, you need to have a role model. I mean, you have to have a drive. Why do you want to do it? Honestly, to be honest with you, I get into IT because I'm looking for money, something that I can make more money, so as to help my family and be successful. That's how I got into it. But look at it, I didn't give up because I have tried so many and I failed. But to God be the glory, I was finally able to see someone who was able to give me everything that I need. When I say everything, that does not mean that it's going to give you everything like that as well, because you have to play your own part. One thing is for a teacher to teach. Another thing is for you to sit down and study and have your own timetable. And, then, so to be successful in IT, to cut it short, you must have a role model. You need a mentor. Then you must have a very good instructor who are already in the industry. Unfortunately, those people that taught me the other time, they lied to me that they are working. But meanwhile, they never worked. They don't even know how the industry looks like. So they cannot really prepare me against the challenges ahead of me. So that was why I was unable to actually succeed and be successful in all those classes I've done. So now for you to be successful, number one, you need to do your part. You need to have your system. You need to have your lab. You need to practice. You need to have questions. And you need to associate yourself with value-added friends. When I say value-added friends, meaning somebody that will bring out the quality, the challenges in you in order for you to be successful. In fact, always have it in your mind to be successful in this information technology. You must have a friend that you're going to be competing with one another or with each other, so as to make sure that you are even better than your teacher or you are even better than the person around you. That is the only way you can be successful, and with prayer. So that is my journey. And right now, I have invested my time, even though when I spoke to Mr. Alaka today, I even told him that I'm learning something. Like that sometimes there's a particular work that I collected, that is UPS. I have already finished with the project. I've already done everything, but I noticed that everything I did on that project is like cramming. Like I don't know, cramming, like memorizing, like just Google and get things done. But I cannot really sit down and say, okay, this is the architectures, the design, the reason, the use cases. But what I was able to do, I was able to do the job, and they pay me, and the contract has ended, and I move on to another contract. So I told Mr. Alaka today, I said, you know what? I just want to know these things. Whether it's going to be useful later on or not, I just want to know it. So for you to be successful in information technology, I want you to know that you need to be continuously learning. No matter what your instructor will give to you, they cannot give you everything, because there are some things that you will never come across during the course of the training that you are going to learn when you get to the industry itself. We have millions of tools that we use the millions of everything that I mean, tools, technology, the software that we use. So you will continue learning. So in summary, in order to not take your time, because I can continue going on and on. Somebody is, can you help me to mute the person talking? So now, so in summary, you understand me, in everything that I've been saying for the past 10, 15 minutes, in summary, number one, you are in the right place. Number two, all the people, all your instructor, they are working. So they can really teach you. In fact, there was one of my students that told me that, okay, when I say, okay, because when I used to be a teacher, I used to charge 3,000, to be honest, 3,000 for me to teach you. You understand me? And I said, bro, why are you charging 3,000? Something I can easily get on YouTube. I said, okay, yes, you know what? No problem. You can go on YouTube. But as for me, I charge 3,000. Now, now, when I say I charge 3,000, he say YouTube, I say go to YouTube. And I say, okay, you know what? I can even help you. I will give you some of those materials. And I did. After like a month, the person came back and said, you know what? It's not working. I said, why? He said, he is trying to do what they are doing on that YouTube, but he was just getting error. But their own is not showing error. And his own is showing error. That's it. So that is the difference. Why? Because you don't know what they have already pre-configured before they come to the screen to show you. But the good thing about this kind of training is that they will teach you how to do the installation and everything, you know. So that is just how to be successful. So thank you so much for the opportunity. I just want you to know that you are in the good place. In fact, you might be doing this data analysis. Before the end of that, you will see a friend of yours that will tell you, what about cybersecurity? What about database administrator? Please, I am saying there are many opportunities, but for you to be successful, I'm emphasizing, for you to be successful, you must have a role model. You must have a platform like this where you can discuss with your instructor, and you must have a determination, a drive that you want to really know this thing and learn it. And then you must have a friend or friends that both of you are going to be working together as a team and be challenging each other to improve. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry for repeating myself or taking your time, because I feel like saying it just because of the joy it is. And I'm so happy that you guys are here. I wish you best of luck. Make sure you practice and make sure you continue learning. And I pray that Almighty God will actually crown all your efforts and be successful. I pray that for as long as all of us we are testimony in this particular platform. I am a living testimony. At least I have 3 jobs. One of them is this, UPS. I work with FedEx. This is UPS. I work with FedEx, and I also work with Tico Energy, which is more or less like a electric company in Florida. I have minimum I've been doing is 3. Okay, no job, no market, 2. And then you know what it is. So there's a success in it. And I pray that you are successful in the name of Almighty God, we pray. Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. TJ. We really appreciate you. Now, you mentioned 3,000 the other time. Is it 3,000 naira?
It's $3,000.
Okay.
No, sorry. Yeah, $3,000. Not 3,000 naira. $3,000. That's correct. Yes, that is about over 3 million naira now, right?
Wow.
In Nigeria.
Wow.
That's what I charge. Yes, and to the glory of God, people pay it. Even though the person that I finally learned SQL Server from, my Oga, Mr. Joe knows the person. I think he charged something like that, 2,500. This one, no go come, pay. Or if you are not ready to pay, buy. You understand me? Wow. So yes, I charge like that, and people pay. Why? Because they have seen their friends whose life have been transformed. So they will just, you understand, and I make it more flexible. The only way I do is, okay, you can pay it instrumentally, but non-negotiable, 3,000. You understand me? So that's how I do it. But yours is very, very affordable. It's very friendly. And this is more or less like giveaway. Like, you know what? let's just help these people, you know. So thank you very much for the good work you guys have been doing. And I really appreciate Mr. Goswick. Thank you for coming, and Mr. John, everyone. And our both old students and new students, thank you very much for joining this platform. Please help us to encourage your friends. The more friends you encourage, the more competition, the more our platform becomes to a very great height and continue to improve, you know. So thank you so much, my guys. So Mr. Alaka, over to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So the next guest is Mr. Oh, I misspelled his name. Let me correct the name. Spring Rand. He is my colleague at QMB, Senior Database Analyst, Business Intelligence. He's from Indian. So today is going to be talking about opportunity in the field of data analyst. Yeah, so you have the floor.
Thank you, Aziz. Thank you for inviting me. I'm Shravan Kumar. I have 12 years experience in data analysis, requirement gathering, doing reports, dashboards for higher management. I've been this many years. I enjoyed a lot of the data. This made me to go further to explore my data analysis. I have multiple source systems data I bring into our database. From there, I am creating a data warehouse. From the data warehouse, I create data model. From the data model, I create dashboards for higher management. Why these dashboards? Dashboards are very important because it will help the higher management to take a decision what could be done next. So they can know what is our actual sales and target. By seeing the dashboard, they know what's happening in the company, so that they go and they see what can be done. So data analyst is an important role where the employee will interact with the management and the stakeholders and the project manager and the business, sales, marketing. So all the team he will be involved, and he explore the data and he will create the dashboards as per the requirement. And with respect to the salaries, I went through the Indeed website. I went through the US, how the market is. The data analyst in the US, they're within like less than 1 year, the fresher are getting around 70K per year. And 3 to 5 years, they are getting around 80K. And more than 10 years, they are getting around 90K. So it's a place where they can improve the skills and they can engage themselves with the colleagues and explore more data. And data analyst is required all over the sectors. It's not only like a bank or healthcare industry. It required by all the sectors, like tech services, insurance services, manufacturing, transportation, wholesale, government, education, real estate, construction. So all the fields, they require data analyst. I went through the statistics, like a top companies in US. The Meta is paying around 150K per year. Capital One paying around 110K per year. Google is paying around 100K per year. General Motors paying around 92K. And Apple is paying around 90K. Cisco Systems is paying around 90K. The data analyst job is not only for the seniors. Even entry level, they are like getting the jobs. I went through the statistics. Around 40% are like entry level people are applying the job. This bootcamp session will help all the team to explore themselves and get job. Even mid-level people also, if they are moving from one role to the other role, from C++ to data analyst, they can get around 30% if you see US market. And I went to the statistics with respect to the Franklin University Bureau of Labor. If I see the data from 2018 to the next 5 years, 2028, there is a growth of 20% of getting jobs compared to the 2018 for the data analyst. And with respect to the degree, many people are asking for getting a job for data analyst. Do I have any degree, like a statistic degree or computer science degree? As per the research and survey, it shows that no need to have a degree. If you have a sessions or boot camp and done certification, explore your skills, then you will easily get the job, even though you don't have any particular degree with respect to statistics or analysis. And with respect to the essential skills, like the resource should have SQL or no SQL, and programming language like R, Python, and data visualizations like Power BI and Tableau. And one more thing, Microsoft Excel is one of the best tools for analyzing data. The resource should have knowledge on how to use Microsoft Excel. And the resource should have critical thinking and also the basics of maths and statistics. And one of the important one is the communication. He is the person who interacts with the management and the senior officials, project manager, and data team, the ETL team. So he should be in coordination, collaboration. He has to create a dashboard for higher management. Overall, the data analyst role is bringing the data from files, network services, URLs like Amazon, Flipkart, any e-business databases. He will bring the data from multiple source systems and create statistical reports and dashboards that makes a dashboard in such a way that higher management will go to the dashboard. For example, if you see for US, for example, Amazon have branches in Atlanta, Texas, Boston. So they can see their business, how it is going. Maybe it's Texas, the business is not going well. So the management will see the dashboard, and by the help of the dashboard, they will see how the business is going with respect to the Texas. What is the agent by sales? What are the sales? What are the actual targets we define? Are they going as per the strategy plan for the next 5 years? So this way they can go drill down and deep through the sales, and they can improve the business. And I would like to thank you, Alakat Aziz, for giving me opportunity to attend this session. And I'm very thankful for him.
This is so wonderful.
For your invite.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence. And these are wonderful pieces that you have just delivered to us today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to repeat some of the things that you mentioned, for more clarity. One thing, that you mentioned is that according to statistics, I love the way you back all your points up with statistics, with data. We all know that data don't lie. That from in the next 5 years, there is a growth of 20% with the rate of data analyst job. And this is obvious. Our data is increasing, so it is sure that this role is also going to be increasing. Also, you mentioned that no need of degree. Some people are saying, because I study law, because I study social science, do you think people, they will be able to hire me? No. Once you have the required skills and the required certification, you can be hired. So thank you for all the great points. Thank you so much. So we wish one of these days we bring you in again to our class to come and, I mean, deliver some of these wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to attend this meeting. Appreciate it.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay,
all.
so we believe that there will be questions after this section. So please note all your questions. Then after this, then you can come back and ask your question. Okay, so the next person that is going to we are going to invite. These are our patrons. These are our people. These are the people you are going to be seeing during the sections. So from here, they are going to share some of their knowledge with you, and you'll be able to know more about them. And if you have any questions for them, you can ask them. Okay, I'll be calling Mr. Uwa first. Mr. Uwa, you have the floor, sir.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you very much for coming. We're very glad that you're here. Well, for me, I'm going to first tell you that if you are here, you don't have a laptop, you don't have a second screen.
I signed up for data analysis training.
Continue, sir.
Okay.
Continue.
You're here, you don't have a laptop, you think you can use a phone, or you don't have a second screen. You have a laptop, but you don't have another screen, and you don't intend to get. Your TV will be fine if you have a TV. If you don't, then you will have an issue. I am part of the people that tell you the truth, because we don't want to be here and waste our time, right? You want to be able to get like what TJ was able to show us and teach us, is that he was able to prove that you can actually seek knowledge and get it. There's nothing you will seek and you will not get it. So, so you need a second screen. Someone asked, does it mean that, let me read what the person said. Does it mean that we can't continue without a second screen? Yes, you can. If you have a TV, I didn't use a second screen. My second screen was my TV. So, but now my company has given me, I have up to 4 screens, because, you know, I have that opportunity to work with companies and they send you different screens. So that is very important, but you need a second screen. That is very vital. For contest, second screen is very cheap. 5,000 naira for a second screen. So a second screen is 5,000 naira.
Things have changed in Nigeria, my brother.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. My younger brother is going to be attending this class with everyone. So I asked him to go and check for a second screen, fairly used second screen, and it is 5,000 naira. You can get for 10,000 naira as well. You don't need a beautiful one. Anyone is fine, provided you can use it, right? So 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, just for you guys to understand. So this is not expensive. I'm trying to point this out for you to know that what you are about to join is what will transform your life, transform your family's life, if you are serious about it, right? So you make a conscious decision to enter this kind of situation where you gain knowledge. Knowledge is just like you going to a university. It's a conscious decision. It's not what everybody is just doing, because everybody can simply go and take cutlasses and be clearing bushes, right? And make money from it, or start molding blocks and make money from it. But you make a conscious decision to say, well, I want to change my life. I want a easier route where I can be able to do multiple things at the same time. For example, myself, right? I am into database administration. I work for University of Colorado, right? I am their lead database administrator at the University of Colorado, right? It's a very huge university here in the United States, and I am their lead database administrator, right? And I am both a data analyst and a database administrator for the university. So when it comes to data analysis, like providing dashboards and creating dashboards, this is the job I do. And I also manage their databases. These are separate jobs, but for some companies, you can merge them together, right? So like my work, I merge them together, where you are able to work with SSROS, Power BI, as the case may be, right? So that is what I do. But for me, I work from home, just like TJ, just like John, that is going to talk after me. John work from home. I work from home. We don't have to go anywhere. I have time for my son. I can look after my son when he comes from school. I can see what he's doing. I can monitor what he's doing. I can walk out. I can go out, come back whenever I want, because my work information and my work details is on my phone. I can take my laptop with me if it is very important. If I don't take excuses like, oh, this is very vital, I'm going to the hospital for a checkup, I will take permission. But if I'm going somewhere, let's say I'm taking my son for a dance class, right? Or for a swimming class, I take my company's laptop with me and I hold it at the swimming pool. I just sit down there, my laptop is on my lap, I'm watching what they are doing. If it's not important, I close it. If it is important, I'm on my, if it is not important, I'm on my phone. So if something important is happening, I can tell her, oh, give me 10 minutes and I will be there. So I will be able to open the laptop and do what I'm supposed to do. So this is the flexibility that it gives you. You can work from anywhere, you can work from home. Right now, our dollar is not going to go down. If they lie to you, have you ever heard that Nigeria, something will not happen, something will now be going down? It doesn't work like that in Nigeria. You and I are old enough to know our dollar is going to get to 2,000. At some point, it's going to get to 5,000. You know, we have dull heads for leadership. So don't decide to be dull. Decide to sharpen your brain. Decide to sharpen something and become something. When you earn in dollar, it will help you more, right? It will be better. I receive close to 10 million naira a month. How many managers do that? And I work from home at the comfort of my chair. Right now, I'm watching Formula One. I just finished watching Formula One. I do anything I want. I watch Nigerian movie. I've watched all of them if I want to. So this is the flexibility it gives you. You are able to do something else. I have a side hustle that I do on the wayside with YouTube, right? I still have time to do all that. That is the advantage you are going to get when you get a very good IT knowledge, where you are able to take hold of companies, and if they don't see you, they will not do anything. If Alaka's company don't see Alaka, they will not do anything. If my company don't see me, like on Friday, they were having issue with their website, the university website crashed. That's how everybody was running scatter. Where is Godwin? Where is Godwin? Godwin, right? That's how it's supposed to be. Decide yourself. Tell yourself you want to be good. You want to learn this thing and you want to focus. And anything you are focusing on, you put your all. You put your all. Remember, you have time for this. This is only weekend classes. Only weekend. Saturday and Sunday. You have the whole week to do whatever you want to do. So you don't have excuses. For those in Nigeria, we place it as a beautiful time where you are able to be in class by 9 o'clock. So this will help you. No excuses. And here we are able to also support you to set up your computer, to set up your double screen. We will give you finances for you to be able to do that. So we are only here to help, right? So that you will move to the next level, and at some point, you'll be able to say thank you. So have a beautiful time. God bless you all.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Godwin. Thank you so much. Okay, without wasting our time, we bring in Mr. John. Mr. John, are you there?
I'm here, boss.
Oh, okay, thank you. You have the floor, sir.
Okay. Let me show myself so that my students can start picking up my face. May I know how many people here are going to be joining our sessions for the first time? I can see 10 people here. Out of these 10, me, Uwa, Lawrence already, and Godwin, we have taken already about 4. So can I know, just unmute yourself and just say hi if you're fresh, if you are going to be our new student. I can see Yanolua. Hey, who is talking, please?
This is Yanolua.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is Funke new? Funke, are you new as well?
No.
Okay.
David,
how about David?
Yeah, good evening. I'm new.
Oh, okay. Welcome in.
Thank
Leo,
you.
you're welcome. Is Leo new?
Good evening. I'm new.
Okay, good. Mercy, are you new? Okay, I think Mercy is away from the device. Well, the reason why I called the new people out is for them to make sure that they are paying attention to everything that we are saying here. Count yourself lucky to be in this forum. My name is John Oko. I am from Cross River State. I live in California, US. I'm a database administrator with PwC. Some of you are probably familiar with PwC in Nigeria. So a lot of our students are from Nigeria. And I want to believe that those of you who signal here, Leo, Yanolua, David, I think you're all from Nigeria. I want to believe. The reason why I mentioned Nigeria is to re-emphasize the fact that we are trying to give back to our society. And that is why we have put this course very affordable. And because of how affordable it is, it should not make you feel like the course is, it's not going to require commitment from you, or you treat it with levitude. No. Make sure that you devote your time to it. I started off as a database administrator a few years now. And if I tell you where I come from and how I started, you would not believe. But I'm one of such people who, if I see prospect, if I see a sign of prospect in anything, I'll give it all my best. I'll give it all my best. There's a saying that find something that you believe in and put all your effort to work for it. And that is how you can become successful. If you have not found anything that you believe in this life for yourself, and you put your effort to it, you will continue to remain where you are. So there's a watchword I want our new students to keep in mind. Always remember your why. If you don't know your why yet, this is an avenue for you to define it. You have to define your why. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? You're going to be spending a couple of hours listening to people teaching you, and then you go back and practice it. So why are you doing that? Are you doing that because you want to have a basic knowledge of data analysis? Or you are doing it because you want to get a job and change your life? Or are you learning just because somebody just told you and you just jump into it? So your why is what is going to push you at the end of the day. When Mr. Laka shares the curriculum with you, you will see that what you're paying is just a peanut. It cannot afford the content. But we are just giving it out for free, just like TJ mentioned earlier. So I'm going to be one of the instructors in this class. Previous classes I have featured in SQL Server, Introduction to SQL, T-SQL, SSRS, and anything SQL. This time around, you might see me in other topics as well. That will show you, how we are growing as IT professionals. We are not tied to one area. That is the beauty of IT. When you just want to get your footsteps in the door, and then every other thing will fall into place from there. So if you are joining this class, join with expectation. Your expectation should be tied to your why. Like, why are you taking this program? It is that why that is going to keep you going even when it becomes challenging. You heard Mr. Owa telling you that you're going to need 2 screens. And I'm happy somebody asked a question. That means you're paying attention. The reason why Mr. Owa said so is for you to be able to enjoy this class. Number one, if you have 1 screen, it's going to stress you out because you are going to find yourself in a situation where moving between multiple windows will give you stress. You will minimize, you go back, you minimize, you go back. This course is designed for you to do what was done in class. That is why the class is recorded. So because of that, when you are practicing after the class, you have to play the videos in one window and then use your other window or your other screen to do your practice. All softwares that will be shared with you and help you to install, you will now start making use of them, and you'll see the need to have 2 screens. That does not mean if you cannot afford 2 screens, you should not take the course. No, it's just going to be requiring you to put in more effort. I cannot overemphasize the importance of seriousness in this class. In the previous classes, we have seen students who even took this class even more serious than us. I want those of you coming in to bring that energy in and make sure that you bring in more than 100%. We as instructors, we are going to bring in 100%. We are bringing in our A game. We are going to make sure that we deliver to you top industry skills in data analysis that is going to make you gonna make you be in a position where you can compete favorably well with any data analysis personnel or professional in any country. So when you come prepared to contribute your ideas, to think through the process, to get your hands dirty and practice along, and make sure that you ask questions where you don't understand. We are giving you all the resources and the knowledge, and it's going to be left for you to implement it. And that is how you're going to be able to achieve the reason that brought you to this class. I am always very accessible. If you catch me during the US time zone, in the Pacific time zone, you will get me, and I'll definitely respond. If you hit me up with any question that I don't have the answer, I will reach out to my colleagues and I'll try to find answers for you. So welcome in. I encourage you to keep pushing. It's going to be an engaging course, and you need to make sure that you follow along and keep the pace. Because if you miss one class, for example, there is a chance that you might miss other things. And there are certain things that instructors, might communicate through body language, through, answering questions in the chat box and things like that, that may not be captured in the recording. So it is important that when you register for this class, you make sure that you make yourself available for the live classes and participate. So take advantage of this affordable course and use it to change your life. I can't overemphasize the importance of using information technology to better your life. I'm telling you based on experience. I don't have a degree in IT. I have a master's degree, but it's not in information technology. It's in education. So I'm supposed to be teaching in some high school or some university, and a university professor here in the US, you can go to Google and verify their salary. I earn more than them. So with even the convenience of just sitting in my house to work without having to stress myself about commuting through the traffic and standing in the classroom, imbibing all those noises, exposing myself to, cold. During the COVID-19, I was still teaching. I was still teaching in a high school, and it wasn't funny. So there are a lot of things that teachers go through. That is why if I see teachers, I appreciate them. There are a lot of things they go through, both in and outside classroom. Even here in the US, you have the risk of gun violence. A student can just, take out a gun and shoot you, and you might not. So there's a lot of horrible stories. So when you find yourself in a profession that you can comfortably work from wherever you are in this world, you can travel to the Caribbean, travel to the islands, travel to anywhere, and all you need is your internet access, and you do your job. So this is the time for you to take advantage of information technology and try to use it to your advantage. And it's evolving. The opportunities are endless. So this course should open up doors for you to be able to expand yourself, expand your knowledge. There are different areas of IT there, but becoming a data analyst is a very, very, very convenient way to get into information technology. And we are offering it to you at a platter of gold and offering you that smooth transition. So take advantage of it and let us go from here. So I wish you the very best, and all our instructors, I salute you. And when the class starts, you will see me more often for the students. So make sure that you take note of my face, take note of my my phone number when I share it, and then keep the communication flowing, because I'm always here. My goal is to make sure that you succeed. So thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mr. John, for that presentation. Thank you so much. Okay, without wasting our time, we'll go to the next one. So please, after this next one, we'll be jumping directly to the presentation from our current batch. So today they'll be rounding up on their project presentation. So the new students, if you have time, you can wait and see, and if you don't have time, you can exit the call. So finally now, so the next one we are going to now, it's very important because you guys need to know what you are. For you, it's by their fruit we shall know them. When you hear from a previous student what they have accomplished with this skill, that will also encourage you. So because of that, we are bringing in Mrs. Funke. Mrs. Funke is one of our students. I think she attended batch 2. Was it batch 2 or batch 3?
It's batch 2.
Batch 2. Oh wow, batch 2. So she's here now to also encourage a new student and also tell us about her experience. Okay, so you have the floor now.
Yeah, hello, good evening, everybody. So this is Funke. I'm not an ex-student. I won't say I'm an ex-student because what the academic gives you is a platform where you can still meet your teachers even when you are done. it's a platform, where regardless of where you are, when you get stuck, you can still, get to talk to your teachers. So we are continuous students, So I was in the batch 2, and I will tell you for a fact that it was a worthwhile experience. It was a time that it was costing for me, because I stay in Doha here. I work in the bank. I work with commercial bank. When I joined the class because I had missed two job opportunities at that time. And the reason why I felt I lost those opportunities were because I didn't have knowledge of data. That was why. Although the jobs were not for the data analyst job, but they were for different things. But one way or the other in the interview, they begin to ask you questions about data, And I felt that was the reason why I wasn't taken up. So when I heard about the, data analysis, I just, okay, let's see how it goes. Honestly, I just wanted a little bit knowledge, but what I got was full package. It was beyond what I expected. And then luckily for me, one way or the other, there was an opening in the organization, and it gave me confidence to be able to say, yes, I can do it. I'll try and do it. And I applied for it, and I was given the position there in the office. When I got in there, because I had gotten a lot of knowledge from the class, to be honest. When I got into the new role, I knew a lot of things were wrong. A lot of things were happening so manually. The data, I saw the person that was doing it, it looked like a champion, It looked like a local champion. But I knew for a fact that this is not how to handle data. You don't continue to do Control P, Control V, and all of those things. There are ways you can do these things so easily. Having to know how to manipulate data just makes your life easy. When you do it, you look like a superstar. Everybody's wondering, how did you do it? It's not very small things, It makes life easy. You do automation, and then you're relaxed. By tomorrow, when it's time for the reports just get sent. The things that you're just able to do so easily. These are the things that you learn from the class. To be honest, I think it's a good time. If you've enrolled for this class, you're in good hands. I must tell you, you're in very safe hands. You're with people that are passionate about what they want to do. It's not about the money, of course. The money is not so, it's not really anything compared to what you'll be getting. There are people that are passionate about, they just want to deposit knowledge in you. I remember even after finishing the class, we still had like another class where we were talking about, okay, now how to apply for a job. They'll pull you through. There are people that will hold your hands all through the process. So if you're in this class, I'll say congratulations, first of all, because you're in a good place. And I told it as well in the beginning that there are people that even when you finally get the job, when you're stuck, there are people that you can quickly pick up. I remember several times when I say, Alaka, please, how do I do these things? I'll call you when I get to the office. And then, he's there to always pick up the phone and say, no, put this one here, do this one, and all that. And everything just goes on well. Gradually, I became like the small star in the office. Little things that were not so much a big deal. It was just easy. It was easy. Data is life, and it's interesting. It's not as complex as you think. So if you're thinking here that this thing is very hard, I will not lie to you. You'll get to some parts where you get a little bit confused and you ask yourself questions. But just make sure you're in class. Make sure you're participating. Make sure you're talking to one or two people in the class. Your people as well. You have teams, that can talk to and have solutions. But in all, you're in safe hands and you're going to have value. Just be ready to get as much as you can get. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, Madam Funke. Thank you so much. Okay, so do you have any question? We have 4 minutes now. To the new student, do you have any question before we stop this section and move to the next section, which is the presentation? Any question? If you have question, you can put up your hand. Any question? Okay, there's no question. So in the absence of no question, I think we can. Okay, Damilola, you have a question?
I have a question. Yes, I have a question.
Okay, you have the floor.
Yeah, my question is that in Qatar today, how much opportunity does one have to work as a data analyst?
Can you come again with your question, please?
My question is that how much of an opportunity does one have to work as a data analyst in Qatar?
Okay. Thank you so much for that question, Inka. Well, actually, as a data analyst or in any technology field you find yourself, you have opportunities to work in any country, a lot of opportunities, because everything is now moving to tech, especially data analysts, that every day companies generate data. Even yourself, you generate data in all countries, whether Qatar, whether in the US, even in Nigeria, a huge opportunity. Every day they are employing a data analyst. You understand? When you get, if you want to prove me, I mean, now you can go to LinkedIn, just type data analyst and put Qatar there. You are going to see the list of jobs. Just put any country, you are going to see it. So you have huge opportunity anywhere, including Qatar. Do you get that right? Damilola, are we good?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, I got that. Yes, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Any other question? David, Leo, Yanoloa. Okay, so please, if you have friends, please tell your friends about this. We are going to, give you access to this video. You can share it with them. You know, the main benefit of this is when you are working, when you are learning together with your friends, you are learning together with people you know. I mean, you can easily interact. You can easily task yourself. You can easily, encourage one another while doing it. So that you're not being in isolation. Although we are going to put you in a group, you work as a group, but it's more better if you have someone that you know personally that can encourage you, that can push you, in order to get all these things right. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for coming today. We are going to stop recording for these and we move directly to the next one. So, okay, stop recording.